It's Memorial Day weekend, Saturday. I just got home from a very hot afternoon in the park and I am ready to do some sewing. I've been trying out breaking up my tasks better. In the past, I often would just hyper focus until something's done. I'm trying to do better now, so like I'll make a little note for myself, cut out the pattern, then you stop there. So here I am with a cutout pattern. I am today trying to make this buttrick pattern that I got at the Joanne's going out of business sale, because I was like, I'll check it out. I was unimpressed. Nothing was cheap enough, frankly. I'm such a hound for cheap stuff that I was like, I can do better. But I did get this pattern because I thought it would be nice to try and make shirts. I have a lot of t-shirts. I don't have a lot of shirts that might go with stuff. As my mother says, this is very missy. I'm gonna try and take it up to here. I didn't cut it as long, and I'm making it short sleeves because, again, I don't know, that looks like a tunic. Too long. Here we are. Hot, sweaty, in the studio, enjoying our time alone. It's great. Here's the sleeve I cut out, so I made it a little shorter. It should be like there, and even there will be kind of up. So I think that's a good length. I guessed it. And I cut the front and backs out. It's actually a very simple pattern. There's not many parts to it. Time to iron on some interfacing. Who needs interfacing? Cut 4? Oh, I only cut 2. Who needs interfacing? Okay, number 9, number 6, number 8, 6, where's 7? 7. No, it's not part of this top. This is very confusing. It's nice to get a bunch of patterns in one pattern. I think that's really cool, but I also think it can get very confusing. I've had to sort of circle which steps I'm gonna do, and I'm still probably gonna lose it on those. Trim the corners from the interfacing as shown, following but am I not ironing this on? Shush, girl. Here's our interfacing. I ran out of purple fabric. I didn't run out of purple fabric. I didn't want to waste good purple fabric. This was kind of a cool match. I think it's gonna be neat. No one will see but me, but I like it. Mom says you should always do this first before you cut it out. She's like, it's much easier to just iron the fusible onto your fabric and then cut it out from there. But do I listen? No. How did you get up here? I'm glad I went with such a thin, lightweight yoke because this shirt's gonna be heavy. Once I started cutting it out, I realized I'm not convinced that the fabric I used is the best, because it's very thick. So I think having a very thin yoke will keep bulk down. Yeah, see, if you iron on your fusible to your fabric before you cut it, you only have to cut it once. Chalk. Let's chalk it up. Okay, I think that's basically where it is. I think you're supposed to punch a hole, maybe? You tell me, what am I supposed to do to mark the marks on the little circles, the placement marks? Okay. What are you, no. I will be there in a minute. I told you, I'm working on this first. I'm only gonna do a couple steps, just like I told the nice people. Hi, Peter. Peter is my elderly chihuahua. Try and show you some of him. What you doing, Betty? Also, I've learned from you-know-who mom. She said, don't move your iron this way when you're doing interfacing ironing because you can stretch things and be sad later. So you just press down and then you can kind of move around, but press down and then move. Now, transfer any marks we might have. Man, see, it torqued. There's a torquing. That bothers me. That's a bummer. See, iron fusible first, then cut it out. Jesus, girl. What's happening? Now we can start. Now we can start. Yeah, I know. Oh man, just when I think I'm doing it right. Just when I think I'm doing it right. I clipped these on both sides. So now I have to reline them up to figure out which one this is, because see, there's a clip here and a clip here, but this bad girl has clip on both sides. This seems to match really well. Yeah, I'm going to get this pinned so it's ready to go. I have no idea what my seam allowance is. 5/8 seam allowance. It's great. Let's continue. Okay. Now we pin this to the back, but that's what I'm laughing about to myself is that I tried so hard to make sure I had the right one, but even now looking, like the notch is in the wrong place. This is why you have notches. They alert you to the fact that you have made a grave error. This one, I don't even have a notch on this side. I'm gonna pin this because it works, but I have to redo this one. This was no good, no good. I've gotten very good at taking stitches out because it seems to be my life. Redo this. Yeah, that lines up, I think. I'm gonna go iron this. What are you doing, girl? I have a feeling these are getting encased in the other side. Okay, pin the right side of yoke front facing to the wrong side of the back. I don't know. I think what they're trying to say is do the other one. Right side of yoke, which is this side. Oh, but I've already lost what side it's on. Pin the right side of the yoke front facing the back side. Stitch and trim. But it's already been trimmed. Oh. I was only supposed to trim the one side. Because I've trimmed this one to 1 centimeter, it's now going to be the wrong seam allowance. So I now have to put this here so I can match this up. Okay, so it's that far over. I hope this works. It's a day later, and yesterday I hand sewed the yoke pieces on. I think it looks good. I think it looks acceptable. I need to overlock this before I continue. Now, I pin the front facing to the neck edge, matching the symbols that I don't have. It says match the dots, but I don't exactly have the dots. But, oh, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, it's probably being pinned to the outside, not the inside. Now I'm a little annoyed with the front being off. Yeah, that looks terrible. I'm gonna rip this out. So the next step, it says, is to clip. Okay. I was not supposed to sew all the way up. I did not quite understand that. I thought the circle marks were like a point of turning, but that's only the big dot at the bottom. The little dots, these dots here, are supposed to be the end of my sewing. So now I gotta go back and trim. The cool thing about this is you can just, I'll show you. You just scoop this under the thread, like boom. And that's how you remove your stitches. Pin facing neck is matching symbol. Stitch along the front opening, pinning large, clip large circle. Trim. 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 Trim how? Trim how much? So dumb. This is no wonder people think they can't sew, because these instructions are stupid. Now I think we turn it inside out and press it. Trim that. Pass. Okay. It's funny, so I read a lot of these instructions before I started to make sure I knew what I was doing, and I still have to like look every single time because I screw things up because I have dyslexia and dyscalculia, so I read ahead backwards. Sign my name backwards sometimes. Stitch to seam allowance. So I think I sew this here. Maybe this is understitched? I don't know, I'm just gonna ignore it. Ooh, it's collar time. Now I have to find the collar. I lose pattern pieces all the time. It might not be that bad. It might just be right here. Sleep. Ah, collar. That wasn't that bad. Okay, quick base this. Turn in seam allowance on the single notched edge of the interfaced collar band. Press, easing in fullness. Easing in fullness. Turn in seam allowance on single notched edge of interface collar band. Press, easing in fullness. I think they're saying easing in, but fullness? I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna ignore it. And I, of course, did not notch this collar at all. Somehow missed that one. I also did this one off green. Okay. Let's sew. I think the biggest thing I'm gonna miss with Joanne is being able to just go get the color of thread you need, which is why I'm sewing with lavender, not a dark purple. I'm sure I have to clip this. Let's redo that. Sewed the wrong sides together. Now, so then this will get turned inside out. Back to the table. Trim the pressed seam allowance to 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. I don't know about that, girl. I don't know about that. So the funny thing, like sometimes I know what I should be doing. I know the right way to do things sometimes. I just willfully don't do it. Like, you don't tell me what to do, me. You don't tell me what to do, me. Okay, turn it inside out, and then we're gonna press it. I don't trust you. Instructions. That's what it is. I don't always trust the instructions. They're not always right. But the more you follow directions, the more you learn, the more you can make that call. Pin the collar band to the neck edge. Probably this side again. Right sides together. It does curl. That's the easing of the fullness. But I don't think mine has the fullness. I think I cut it badly. Match notches again. Oh, but then that's so long, isn't it? I don't know. I think what's bothering me right now is that this is longer and like I'm assuming it attaches to here, but they had me close that. Hopefully this is correct. Let's see. Where do we start here? Let's see. It's okay. It's okay. To the pressing room. My neighbor's kid is practicing his metal guitar, which he does weekends and weeknights. He stopped playing music. Here we go. I think we're doing sleeves next. I now need to do an ease stitch on the sleeves between the notches. I have notches. Okay, now I have a little patch mark on there. Gosh, I went completely off. Like, sometimes I think I like drunk drive the sewing machine almost. Oh wow, that is some of the worst sewing I've ever done. That is bad. That is bad. It's acting wild. It's like I can't keep it in. I'm not driving the car. That is embarrassing. Real bad. I'm supposed to put this. I think I put that center dot that's already gone. We're lining up dots. Just want to do this and then I'll go make some pasta salad or something. I don't know. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Why is there less gathering on this side when I put the mark in it? Did I put the dot on the right? Ow. I need to eat. So if I'm doing this sleeve, now I'm going to turn this over. There it is. 5 inches up, which is almost, okay, let's do that. Then turn that upside down. So after I top stitch this, I need to eat. I'll see you. I'm back. It's been 24 hours. I've eaten food, which was wonderful. What I need to do next is iron this, do a little stitchy stitch on it so it's pre-hemmed, and then you're essentially gonna trap your hem in the armpit seam. I am going to iron this up and come right back and sew it. Ooh, turn that baby on. I think because the sleeves are purple and my thread I've been using is lavender because that's what I had, I'm going to switch to the embroidery thread I have that matches the shirt. It's shiny, which annoys me, but at least it's a better color match. All right, I've set a line of pins to actually give me something to aim for so I can make sure I'm sewing on the right line. I'm turning my stitch length up pretty high because I'm curious if that'll make it look invisible. It's just gonna make it impossible to take apart. Okay. Wow. That's pretty good for not seeing it. And I think this looks good. It's shiny, but it looks, I think, totes profesh. Okay. Wow. That's pretty good for me. Like, that's improvement. That is improvement upon my skills. This is what happens. You get better. You learn. Now we're back to gathering the ease. I really hope I can wear this to work tomorrow. I think that'd be super cool. I'm definitely that nerd who like wears the new outfit that, you know, my mom would buy me something cool or make me something cool and I would wear it like the next day. Had to. Okay. And then all the kids at school would promptly make fun of me. I went to a Catholic school, and most of the kids in my school had two parents, and they could all afford Esprit and Guess. My mom made my clothes, but I feel so bad because she was so good at it. Like, she made me really cool stuff, but kids are jerks. Maybe I'm putting it on the wrong side. This looks like the middle. Okay. I think the outfit that sticks out the most that my mom made for me when I was a kid was a faux Esprit, like, shorts and top set with a button-down shirt, like a little Hawaiian shirt style, and little gathered waist shorts. This was the late 80s. There was this fabric that was aqua with like weird cool like squiggles on it. It was very funky and I thought it was so cool. I also just love aqua. Like turquoise and aqua are my favorites ever since I was little. And so I loved that it was aqua. Yeah, it was a cute little short set. I'll try to, I don't think I have any pictures, but my mom might. Because I'm from the generation that has slides. I have slides of my childhood. Let's crack that out when you come over. Like, I could build an IKEA dresser in like minutes, but I can't put this bleeding sleeve on. I get so frustrated when I can't do something perfect the first time. Like, what ego? What ridiculous ego I have that I'm like, I didn't do it perfect. Forget it. We're getting real philosophic with this sleeve today. Ugh. Okay. It somehow flipped over. What is that about? What's funny, I almost didn't film this because I thought it was going to be so straightforward. Okay. Looking at the sleeve. How did it go? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep going. Don't stop. I assume I'm doing the seams next. With right sides together, pin the sleeve into the armhole, placing a large circle to soldier. Adjust ease based stitch. Stitch again a 1/4 inch away in seam allowance. What? Stitch. Stitch again. Oh, okay. 2 lines of stitching, not a line of basting, then a line of stitching. They're having you do all of it. Okay. Okay, a little bit of drunk driving there, but not too bad. And then it says trim. Oh, that went off the rails. Like right here, I missed and didn't sew close enough. Let's see this. That looks clean. I'm into that. Oh, I didn't sew the extra line on this one. Okay, well, at no point have they told me to sew to sew it together. It just is make a narrow hem. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to sew it together a while ago and I just messed that up. Yeah, I think I missed a step where you were supposed, I don't know. Or they just didn't put, I don't know, I didn't read it well. I don't know. But I'm looking and I don't see at any point them saying, sew the sides. Talk about pressing, stitching and basting and double stitching, but no, nothing about the side seams. Okay, I think it's ready. All right, so I still have to do the hem, but I want to try it on because I'm impatient. The shoulders are kind of like, I wish the shoulders were a little higher up. That's what happens when I have to size up for my boobies. But it fits, and it's like, you know, it's a shirt. I need to figure out the hem. I think this is a good length. These sleeves are dumb. I'm not a fan. All right, let's sew. Finishing this shirt I'm making.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it looks good. I tucked it into the pants. It's a solid shirt and it's going to be great for summer. Wait, it's not over yet. I wore the shirt to work and it just looked kind of meh. I didn't like how long the shoulders were. They were coming off my off of here, and I just felt like it was kind of bulky under the arm. So I took the sleeves off, re-put them back on 1.5 inches shorter. So I cut into my shoulder 1.5 inches curving, and took 1.5 inches on the sides out. I think it fits better. It's not as big and boxy. It looks trim. I kept the length the same, but I think it works much better. Let me know what you think. I'm sure it probably looks the same, but I do think that the shoulders hang better. And we've learned a lot of lessons. One lesson is I don't think I can fit a plus size pattern. I think I have to get a normal size pattern and size up a normal size pattern so that the grading fits my proportionality better. We've learned a lot today. I can't wait to get started on my next project. I think it's gonna be culottes. I don't know. It's a thought. Also, I really want to try making like a full-on like zipper jumpsuit. I'm very tall, so I never fit them. And now that I have a couple different pant patterns, I think I'm ready to try a jumpsuit. I just need to probably nail down a button-down shirt. So that's next so that I can do the jumpsuit. There you go. Button-down shirt and culottes are next. Thanks for sticking here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.